The seed of silence. Have you ever shared a big dream with everyone around you, only to find that your excitement slowly faded away afterward? Many people do this without realizing it. They talk about their plans so much that they begin to feel successful before they have actually done any work. The praise feels good for a moment, but the motivation often disappears. In a peaceful countryside village lived a young man named Kamal. He was 24 years old and full of ambition. Every few weeks, he would come up with a new goal. One month, he wanted to open the largest woodworking shop in the area. Another month, he decided he would become a skilled craftsman. Later, he announced that he would build a beautiful house with his own hands. Kamal had talent and energy, but he also had a habit that kept holding him back. Before starting any project, he would tell everyone about it. He would stand in the marketplace and proudly announce his plans. "Just wait," he would say. "One day, I will be the most successful man in this village." People admired his confidence. They encouraged him, praised him, and wished him luck. Every time this happened, Kamal felt amazing. He would go home smiling, imagining his future success. But the next morning, when it was time to work, something strange happened. His excitement was gone. The energy that had pushed him to dream big had somehow disappeared. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The woodworking shop never opened. The craftsmanship was never mastered. The dream house was never built. Years passed. The announcements continued. The applause continued. But the results never came. Kamal became frustrated. He could not understand why he always started with so much enthusiasm and ended with nothing. One evening, while walking near a river outside the village, he met an elderly gardener named Hassan. The old man was respected by everyone. He was known for his wisdom and quiet nature. Seeing the disappointment on Kamal's face, Hassan asked, "My son, why do you look so troubled?" Kamal sighed. "I have many dreams, but I never seem to finish anything. I start with excitement, but eventually I lose motivation." The old gardener listened carefully. Then he asked, "When you discover a new goal, what is the first thing you do?" Kamal answered honestly, "I tell everyone about it." The old man smiled gently. "Come to my garden tomorrow morning." The next day, Kamal arrived at the garden. Hassan was holding 2 small seeds. He handed one seed to Kamal. "Plant this one in the soil." Kamal dug a small hole and buried the seed. Then Hassan held up the second seed for everyone nearby to see. Children gathered around. The old man proudly announced, "Look at this seed. Soon it will become a magnificent tree." The children clapped and cheered. Instead of planting it, Hassan placed the seed on a flat stone under the sun. Days passed. The buried seed remained hidden beneath the soil. Every day Hassan quietly watered it. Nobody paid attention to it. Nobody praised it. Nobody even noticed it. But slowly, a tiny green sprout appeared. It grew a little taller every week. Meanwhile, the seed left on the stone dried out. The wind pushed it away. Birds pecked at it. Eventually, it disappeared completely. It never became anything. Standing beside the growing plant, Hassan turned to Kamal. "Do you understand now?" Kamal looked thoughtful. The old man continued, "A seed needs darkness before it reaches the sunlight. It needs protection before it becomes strong. If it spends all its time exposed, it may never grow." Then Hassan looked directly into Kamal's eyes. Dreams are very similar. When you announce your plans to everyone, the praise gives your brain a temporary reward. You begin to feel as if you have already accomplished something. As a result, the drive to work becomes weaker. For a moment, Kamal said nothing. Then he finally understood. For years, he had been collecting compliments instead of collecting progress. That night, he made a decision. He would choose one simple project, not a giant business, not a grand house, just a handcrafted wooden bench. And this time, he would tell nobody. The next morning, he quietly began his work. Some days were difficult. Sometimes he made mistakes. Several times he had to start over. But he kept going. No announcements, no applause, no attention, just steady effort. Week after week, he improved. Finally, the bench was complete. When he sat on it for the first time, he felt something different. This feeling was stronger than praise, stronger than compliments. It was the satisfaction of real achievement. Later, a neighbor noticed the beautiful bench. "When did you make this?" he asked. "You never told anyone." Kamal smiled. "I wanted to finish it before I talked about it." Over time, he created more pieces, tables, chairs, cabinets. His skills improved, and people began to admire his work. Soon, he became known throughout the region for his craftsmanship. Yet, he never returned to his old habit. He no longer announced his plans. He simply worked. Then he let the results speak for themselves. Years later, people respected him not because of what he promised, but because of what he produced. And that is a lesson many of us need to remember. Some dreams grow best in silence. Not every goal needs an audience. Not every plan needs an announcement. Protect your vision. Work quietly. Stay consistent. Let your actions grow beneath the surface. And when the time is right, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. Because strong trees do not begin in the sunlight. They begin as hidden seeds beneath the soil.